Hello everyone that can join me. Thank you so much for spending time with me this afternoon. Okay, so a little bit about my little trip yesterday. It was fantastic, the show, the Moulin Rouge. If you get a chance to go and see it, please do. The Regent Theatre is just amazing, and and we had quite an adventure yesterday. And met some lovely people on public transport. We travelled on lots of public transport. Because when we got to Southern Cross, just made it to the train because we'd driven to Bendigo and we were going to, and got the train to Melbourne. We were going to get back a little bit earlier. Well, we still got back a little bit earlier, but there had been a fatality. As soon as we got on the train and thought, well, we had 3 minutes, we just made it. And we're like, yes, we've done it. The train driver came into the carriage and said, I'm sorry, this service has been cancelled. And we're like, what? What? He said, I'll just go and confirm. So he came back and he said, yes, there's been a fatality at, I think he said Gisborne, but some of the passengers were saying Macedon. So, so then we had to hot-foot it to platform 12, up some stairs, down an escalator, and then we got a train to Sunbury, and we met some lovely people on the train there, chatting away to them. First one guy and then another younger guy. And, got off at Sunbury and then had to board a bus to Bendigo, where we were chatting. It's not as easy to chat on a bus because you're obviously behind people. Yeah, so then to Bendigo and then drive home. So we got home about 9 o'clock, so a little bit earlier than the train would have got home. But I think I heard the train about 20 past 10. Anyway, so it was a lovely adventurous sort of a day. Oh, and on the trams, oh my goodness, I was so scared. Someone had given my friend a seat, but I couldn't see where she was, or there was another seat, so I was clinging on for dear life and then thinking, oh my goodness. And then this young woman, I was letting people off at the next stop because I was in the doorway, sort of. This younger woman, I said, oh, do you need to get off? And she was like, no, I'm giving you my seat. I'm like, oh, how lovely are you? Thank you so much. She said, I would have done it earlier, but I've been on the phone. So it just, what's the word? I'm losing my words. It inspired my, not inspired, it reinforced my, I can't think of the words, but anyway, the world is so terrible at the moment. It proved to me that there are still nice people in the world. So there are some lovely people we met, and that's not the only ones we met. We met other people waiting for trams, waiting for buses, and they're all so lovely. So it was just, it was really good. So I'm going to flip my camera so that you can see everything up the right way. You'll see me upside down for a second. Hopefully I can get this sorted quickly. Find out where my screen is. Just let me get this lined up somewhat straight. Been on a mission to use up this paper. And just have that straight, and then I can get that straight, can't I? Still not very straight. Must be my phone that's not straight. A bit of light on the subject might help too. I can put that where there's no shadows. It's kind of dulled off a little bit. It's been quite a nice day after a bit of rainy weather. It was rainy in Melbourne, but we didn't get too wet, so that was good. So that over there. Now we have done this fold at a Christmas class I had in, well, I think it was September. So this is just this piece here. Can we all see? This is just your normal half of an A4 sheet. So whether you're in whichever market you're in, but ours are longer and not as wide. So I want to, just going to have to grab another one so I can see which way I want to go. I think I know, but I'll just make sure I know. So no measuring with this, just have your piece of card and make sure I'm doing it correctly. And you're going to line up probably a dark colour for you to see. I'll just position that and see whether you can see. So diagonally, so that I'm lining that up at the, let me grab a pointing thing, at the fold on that side. So it's the middle fold and the left hand side. Is that right? Yes, the left hand side to the point of the card. Hope that's right. I'm looking at one right now, so I don't think I've got it wrong. But I'm very, very tired, so I couldn't do anything wrong this afternoon. No, that's right. And then I think that's all the cutting I've got to do. It's in my mat here somewhere. Oh, no, it isn't. I've got to cut my paper. So this measures, let me grab my ruler for you. This measures 9.5, this one, by, I did have another one that I'd measured. I don't know what I did with that. So it's about, yeah, it's 13.8. 13.8 by 9.5. So not the normal measurement that I do for the next layer. You need it a little bit smaller for this card. So you want to, I'm wanting that there, so I need to go from here to here now. Not, if you pop it on your card where you want it to go, you'll know. So hopefully I don't do that incorrectly. And you want to start in the centre, not on the points. So you've got enough for another card now, hopefully. Maybe not, maybe not. Why I say hopefully, yeah, you do. I could make another card with that. I was thinking it might have been cut at the wrong angle, but for another card, if you know what I mean. So that's quite a good margin on there. Nothing like a quick and simple Christmas card, is there? So make sure I put the... Why I didn't do the trees was because I didn't know whether, I didn't want to waste any DSP. I didn't know whether the trees would end up like crooked or upside down. So I decided to go with the stripes on the front and the trees for the back panel, which I'll show you in a sec what we do with that. This is so quick and easy, and I've also done the colouring as well, but I can go through that again if you wish. Just line that up as best as we can. And this piece with the trees, which is the same piece as you can see, this one is going to be a Christmas card. I have another sample that's a birthday card, which was also quick and easy. I'm getting this whittled down, this, I can never think of the name of it, Holly, is it Holly Bright, Jolly Bright, and I can never, no matter how many times I look it up, I can't remember. I don't know what's wrong with me. So then we're going to have, well, firstly, I was going to show you how I coloured these in. And just as a little tip, this, I use the Jolly Words, and I use this gorgeous stamp. So my tip for you is I used my Wink of Stella to just to add a bit of sparkle. And you can see there, I was a bit bit puzzled with this stamp. I thought, no, if I have my letters right, my elves are crooked. So I decided I'd line up my elves straight, but then my letters are crooked. I decided that was what it was supposed to look like, and I have used shaded spruce because I wanted the joy in spruce. Just when you use these kind of stamps with, you just want to keep looking and making sure that you've got, I should have wet this first, like cleaned it so that it was, I think that's pretty good. You want to make sure that it's all inky before you go stamping it. So I'm just going to do this and I'll show you how I coloured it. I have already coloured one. Oh, and I got sidetracked, didn't I? I was telling you how the stamp went. And when you stamp these, give it a good press, but don't like give it CPR. Just because you'll end up burning it if you do that. Burning it means you'll end up with a halo around it. So just, and leave it there for a few seconds so that the ink has time to seep into the paper. Okay? See how we go. Yep, that's pretty much perfect. I could have been a bit more perfect there, but we won't worry about that just now. Then I'm looking at my other sample. What did I do there? I did some, because this set has got, and I keep getting sidetracked. What I was going to tell you about the Wink of Stella is I had everything coloured in beautifully. I had the little hats coloured in. I thought I'll add some, no, it wasn't Wink of Stella, it was my blends. I had not used, I think it was the, I have an idea it was the yellow one. So it's not the ones I've used recently. It was a yellow one. Yes, I think it was the one I tried to use for the bell on this little fella. And all this liquid came out of it and ruined my project. So this doesn't take any time at all to colour in. This one I did red. I didn't bother doing the stripe a different colour. You could, but it's a pretty small area, so I didn't worry about that. Then I did his hat in red, and this is the dark, what's it called? Poppy Parade. Dark Poppy Parade. I didn't worry about doing light and dark. I just went with the dark. And around here, first one I did that I messed up, I had his, I had coloured his hair red. That's hair there. It's hard to tell what's what. I'm no colouring expert, but that was good enough for me. And then I'll have to be careful with the yellow. Yes, it was the Daffodil Delight. Hopefully it won't happen when I do this. Hopefully it's settled down. I don't know why it did it. No, it's okay now, I think. Let's grab a bit of, there's a bit of scrap. Yeah, that's fine. I don't know if I want it that dark though, really. Should be crushed curry, but we don't have a blend in that colour. It's a bit dark, that's okay. I'll do the little bells in that. That's all I did in that, yep. So that was Daffodil Delight. What else are we doing? Lemon Lime Twist. I think I want to use dark for this too. So then I did some spruce for the little leaves. Let's do that first. I think I might have used the light. I'm going to use the dark for this one. These are only little areas. Just to give it a bit of something, something. I didn't do the little spots, did I, on my other one, but I might do them on this one. And what's the rest of it is in Lemon Lime Twist, I believe. You could do more little accents if you wanted to. I didn't want to make a quick card any longer than I needed to be, any more involved. Sometimes just depends what sort of a mood you're in, how much or how little you do, isn't it? Because my first one got messed up, I was a bit impatient, thinking, how dare you do that? I think it was just because I hadn't used my blends for quite a while. Now his hat is Lemon Lime Twist. Oh, I've got to do the hair yellow too, don't I? You could colour this all in light and do the definition like there in the other colour, but because it's such a small area, I didn't worry. I may have on my first one, I'm not sure. I did this, I had prepared this a while. I think I had prepared this for last week, but ran out of time. I won't run out of time today because I'm only doing one card. Was going to have another one, but I had a lovely visitor from a lovely person I used to work with. So I was glad actually, because I didn't really feel like, if I want that dark, I think that's what I used. It is SU 900. And that's, you'll find that on, I'm not sure what page, but the blends that are for skin tone. I'll just do his little hand. He does take a while to colour in actually. I need to do his hair in the yellow. And then we're about finished. Do his ear, pink. His arm. Forgot this arm. Do his both arms. Might not be the same one as I used before, but that's okay. Just get his hair. I think I did that yellow. Doesn't matter, we can have blonde hair or whatever colour we want, can't we? And then because I'd already coloured that, oh, I did probably, no, I didn't do Wink of Stella. I thought I would, that's for the inside. So I'll put that on the inside, or am I? I'll worry about that in a second. I'm going to put this on the outside. Same paper. I thought that went because I've done the elves in Lemon Lime Twist, and this paper, the background is Lemon Lime Twist. So then I've cut that down. Centre that a bit better, I think. That doesn't necessarily have to be centred, but that was my plan. And then it just goes. You've got to be careful where you put this. The first one of these I made, I put it in the wrong spot, and you need to have it where you can open this. Obviously, it's obvious when you know. But I didn't the first time I made it, so if I have it there, can we all see that? Where the fold line is this, you want it centered on your card, but you want it, to be able to clear the fold line. You don't want it have it like that so it doesn't clear the fold line. I'm sure you all know what I mean. Could have it probably up a little bit anyway, just over. I think that's about right. Little thing just fell out. Never mind. So And then I'd grab this and make sure it's centered before I pressed it down. See if it's going to work. Yep, that works. And if we wanted to get the stamp out, we could. No, where is it? The reindeer one, what's it called? I love the sentiments in this reindeer one. And they're pretty easy to line up, she says, as she's about to do it, and she probably shouldn't moz herself. So make sure your stamp is straight on the block. That's pretty good. We might do it in poppy actually, just to give it a bit of pop of colour, because we'll have the shaded spruce. It goes inside the shaded spruce, so that'll just give it a bit of pop of colour, and hopefully I've got that straight. It's not too bad. I may need to ink up my poppy. I think I was going to do that. I must leave that out and do that. And then that can go on the inside. We'll have to find some sparkly things to put on it, won't we? And maybe do some Wink of Stella. I should be looking to see if anyone else is there to say hi to. Nope, no one else there. They're all busy. Let's grab some Wink of Stella. Might just do the little hats. I don't want too much. Little bells. I might as well do his little shirt as well. Okay, now find something that I can put on there. What have we got? I've got some. I don't think these are lemon lime twists, but they're going to do the job, I think. I don't know what colour they are. They're just green. So we'll have that one there. That just gives it a bit of life, doesn't it? And that one there. And we are done. There's no need to decorate the inside because you've got all the, let me just cut these up for classes and they're just not behaving very well. So you've got, when you open it up, you've got all this around there, so you don't really need to decorate the inside. And I've got a spare one in case I want to make another card as well. So and on the envelope I would just put that, just stamp this in the green, the whole stamp. I might do that and it's done, isn't it? I believe it's warming up this afternoon. Now I put the red one on top of that, so I'm not quite sure what colour that's going to be. Just give that a clean. I think we'll just do this little stamp. Be easy enough. Again, we'll look at it, make sure we've got it inky. Give it a press. Leave it for a second. I've got some other samples to show you as well from our Christmas class. And there's our envelope done as well. So all done. Okay, oh, and this one, same paper, but this time it's a birthday card. I only had, this was my favourite piece of this, so I only had a little bit of it left. And I used the pink stripy one this time. So that's the birthday one. And these are the Christmas ones that we did. So quick and easy and simple. This is using the horse and sleigh paper. Did use that same greeting again. Easy peasy. And this one here, stamped on the DSP here. Same paper. So you've got loads of that paper. Great way to use it up. To use like 2 pieces there. I had so much, I was thrilled to be able to use it up. And you've got these 2 pieces that coordinate. Just cut one down and away you go. So, but for today, that's our 2 samples we are focusing on. So I hope everyone enjoyed that. And I'll pop that down a little bit. You can see those if you wanted to take a screenshot. You can probably make up your own design anyway. You can use whatever you like with it and make it a birthday or a Christmas one. Just whatever you want to do. Okay, I'll put myself back, not on my head. Enjoy the rest of your day. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.